Hey everyone. How's it going? Hi, Shaylin.
Hi.
Thanks so much, guys, for joining us for another Adobe live stream. We are here with Shaylin Wallace for a photo compositing stream that we're so excited to get into because you have to check out our work. It's amazing. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. I can see already there's so many people in the chat. We've got Hi Felipa from Portugal, Cody from Antonia, Hi Steve, Hi Jose, Brian from Kansas City. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Hi,
Wow.
Sam. Hi, Fairy. I see some familiar faces or names, I should say. Hey, guys. How's it going? Yeah, let us know where you are watching from. It's always really cool because there's just like people from all over the world and it's
Yes.
pretty incredible. So you've got an audience, Shaylin.
Yay.
So exciting. But yeah, you guys, we have a lot going on today. If we could pull up the schedule, that would be really awesome. Earlier this morning, 7:30 a.m., we had designing a poster series with Alex. And then Voodoo Val gave us a Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge just before this. So if you want to watch the replay of that so that you can submit your challenges, because we'll be reviewing those in about an hour and a half into the stream. And then we've got Shaylin until about 11:30. Andrew right after that with an Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge. We've got Joyce and Lena, shout out Lena, for a branding and identity design at noon. We've got Peter for an XD Daily Creative Challenge at 2 p.m., Kyle for a draw along at 2:30 p.m., and Voodoo Val and Selena for a design off at 3 p.m. So we've got a lot going on. If you guys are new to Adobe Live, this is an amazing resource that you guys should all be tapping into or share it with your friends because there's so much to learn from Adobe products and from all these creatives that Adobe Live, brings on. So it's really an incredible place. So just as a reminder too for the challenge, today's challenge is to use the selection tools, blending modes, and shapes to cut out a transparent object and fill it with a magical concoction. So super exciting. We'll be reviewing those later. So make sure that you're working on that throughout the stream. And just as a quick, oh yeah, thank you, Paco. Yeah, so just the challenge, there's a challenge tab right above the chat. So make sure that, it's got some details of how you can submit and how you can, sign up on Discord and submit your challenges. So yeah, that's the link. Perfect. Thanks for pulling that up. But yeah, if you guys are watching from YouTube, make sure to head on over to Behance because that's where we will be able to engage with you in the chat. And, you'll just be able to see and ask questions too for Shaylin because, she's here until 11:30. So she
Mhm.
has tons of knowledge that she wants to share with you all. So come on over to Behance and it's behance.net/live. So yeah, super exciting. Shayla, do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are and for anyone who is new to you?
Yes, sure. Hi, you guys. My name is Shaylin Wallace. You can call me Shay. I go by Shay. It's
Oh, cute.
simple. And basically, I'm a surreal artist, and my medium of choice is Photoshop. And I love to manipulate photos in Photoshop. I have a
Yeah.
lot of different styles. I do double exposures. I do headless edits. I do a lot of like surreal compositions that are kind of like maybe magical in a sense sometimes.
Hmm.
Some of them
Hmm.
can be, kind of funny. And then also my style is very like it's has like a sense of minimalism to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I also do like digital artwork as in like illustrations, which are kind of pop artists, which is like
That's
another style.
awesome.
So it's kind of like a wide
Yeah.
range.
Clearly, you don't shy away from any kind of art style, artistic style, and you kind of like to play around.
Yeah.
That's so
And
fun.
there's a lot. And then I also sometimes like my little Koi the Cloud, I like to do like I'm my own
Oh.
character. So I love to make series. So
Hmm.
like sometimes if I make one edit, I'll end up making like another one to go with it. Like my
Yeah.
Puzzling Treasure series, I'll do like another one like that. I have like probably like six now.
Hmm.
And
That's amazing. I'm particularly fond of your like headless, like these like big ol', that
yeah,
project that you have. It's so awesome.
it's like another popular piece. I don't know what it is, but I just like to remove heads with and replace them with.
Yeah.
It's like a symbolic thing, I guess. It's kind of more of like a internal thing instead of identity in a sense.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah, it can go.
And a lot of fun colors too.
Yeah, I feel like as my work went on over the years, it's became more not necessarily saturated, but more colorful because I used to do a lot of like pale.
Yeah, look, I'm already seeing it. It's
Yeah.
very like muted now.
Yeah, it's like very simple.
I love like seeing that transition like from a person's Instagram, from an artist's Instagram, like you go all the way back. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at how muted that is.
Like it's
That's
kind of there,
incredible.
but it's not. Yeah, so I used a lot of like minimalistic colors and
That's beautiful.
kind of bright in a sense.
Thank you, Cody, for plugging in Shay's Behance and her Instagram. Make sure to go follow her because you know she's posting work all the time, so you can get to know her through her like get to know her visually. That's awesome. How long have you been doing all of this, like compositing and arting?
It's been, I think, 5 years now, almost 6. I think probably 6 years. I started when I was like 16 on like photo apps. So like that's kind of when I kind of started. And then I finally, in 2017, I saved up to buy my first MacBook Pro. And then, because I knew when I got the MacBook Pro, I can get Photoshop. Like I would get my own subscription. So when I got it, I just knew the tools. I just knew the tools was what I needed. Like the app could do so much. But since I knew like how to use the tools in the app, when I transitioned to Photoshop, that's when I was like,
you really took it to the next level.
I really did.
That's amazing.
I really did.
I mean, really, all of Adobe products are incredible, and I mean,
and they all go hand in hand. Like
they really do.
If you know how to use a tool in one thing, you can kind of use the same tool in another thing, which is what I love about it. Like I recently just started using Adobe XD, and I can still, I can use. I just know how to use the tools already because it's the same ones I kind of use in Photoshop and Illustrator.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I mean, I've seen some of the like XD streams, so like that's pretty
I started using it like for my web design class, and like we had to make our own mock-up and like basically make our own wireframes.
Oh my god, this cat. Oh, I love it. It's so fluffy.
People love I think it is really funny. Make another one.
Oh, just pulling some people from the chat. But hi, Peter. Hi, Melody. Melody's watching from Wilmington. Super excited to see a fellow D native.
Yes, Wilmington. Yes, Rep 302.
Yes. Steve says your stuff is awesome. Serene says your work is amazing. Yeah, super cool. Oh, bye, Sean. But yeah, very incredible. So can you tell everybody like what you're going to be working on today?
So today I decided I'm going to work on my double exposure at photo manipulations portrait style. It's kind of like these ones, my series, so it's going to look something similar to this, but not quite. I'm going to add my own twist to it. I'm going to try to like think outside the box as I always do. And it's going to be fresh, it's going to be new, it's going to be different. Something I probably never did before, but it's going to look something similar to these ones.
Love it. Well, so I'm excited. Oh, Felipa says, I love this piece.
Thank you.
Mercurial has the cat eye emoji, like with the hearts. So cute. Hi, Julia from Florida. Very cool. We're excited. Do you want to just hop on over and get started?
Yes.
Awesome.
So we're going to get all the inside scoop that I do. So the main thing I do when I create a new file, I always do 8x10. That's my standard thing. Okay. I used to do, back then I used to do like squares, but I always do 8x10.
Nice.
So I've been trying to teach myself to label my layers.
Yes, that's important.
So we'll see how that goes. If I don't, just let me know.
People might start calling you out in the chat, but that's okay.
It's fine. I usually
it's fine.
A transparent background. So
do you do a lot of layers? Is that, and you just kind of like
keep going? I'm a clicker. I would like open the eye like 5 times.
Yes.
That's the one.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So I'm going to...
Ooh, Antonia's excited. She was like, yes, I was hoping you were going to do something similar to those portraits. Those are amazing. I love the texture that you achieved there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the texture. I'm glad she said something about the texture because that was something I had never tried before. And when I added, because at first it was like a regular thing. I was like, oh, let me add a texture to it. And that made it more, like enhanced it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I found some portraits that I thought would be beautiful for this piece.
Perfect.
Let's add it in.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
Yes, there's 2 different ones, so I might have to I might put both in here and maybe they can help me decide which one I should do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me add the other one.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Very
this
fun.
is just perfect.
And what made you come up with this idea of the portraits and the double exposure?
Well, I've been doing double exposure since I started like editing on phone apps. It was like
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things I ever learned.
Mm-hmm.
And so since then, I kind of have an eye for what images I want to look for and what qualities they have that
Yeah.
I would like to like that can make a really nice double exposure edit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just I feel like it's something I feel like everybody, whether you're starting on Photoshop or
Yeah.
you can make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy, but like you can do it.
It's
Like
one of the, it's kind of like that into um digital manipulation and like,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. It's like one of those things that you kind of like learn at the beginning
it
where
is.
you're like,
And when I learned it, I was like, oh, okay. And then when I got like when I saw like certain like qualities of the image that you should look out for,
mm-hmm.
like for this one, let's say, I love the contrast between like it's a light background and then she's kind of like
Uh-huh.
a very contrasted. But what I like is that I can also take it another step and make the background even lighter and then make her a little darker. That way, when I
Mm-hmm.
overlay images on it, it'll pop out more. So you see me do that in the process.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So I usually either edit this. I always double up the images just in case I want to go back or I want to see the difference.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I always start off by adjustments. I always do the brightness and contrast. I always like the first thing, and I go to layer the levels next. So
Okay. Awesome.
I brighten it up a little bit.
Awesome.
Ooh, yeah, like that. That's nice. Maybe not too much. It's always nice to have the previews on because you can always check and see.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I just love how like radiant her skin is.
I know. I was looking
like stunning.
Yeah. When I look for stock images, I look for hours because I know what I'm looking for, but
it's
I just
like
don't
finding
see
that right. Yeah. Yeah.
So when I found this one, I was like, that's the one. And then there were similar images with her in it. So I was like, let me click those. And that's when I found the other one. I was like,
that's awesome.
That's it.
I know, like there's always like artists who are like, man, I can't find what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna shoot it myself. Have you ever taken photos yourself and used that?
I have, but it was for like different things and not necessarily for my artwork in a sense. Maybe I'll get to that point where I'll do that, but I feel like it's a thrill to just find images.
Yeah. And like it's a challenge to kind of like make it work.
Exactly. Because when I make my artwork, I don't ever have a general idea what I'm doing. I just look at stock photos.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally like stare at stock photos for like a couple hours. It's fun to me. It's therapeutic. Yeah. when I see images like this one, let's say I was gonna do a double exposure edit. I was just gonna, just have the image. I would look at this image and be like, oh my god, that'd be an awesome double exposure edit. And then I'll think of like a whole vision of what it would look like, and then I'll just download the image like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like a vision.
That's so interesting. Thing. You like let the like things you're looking for inspire you versus like having like a thought out, planned out.
Because when I think about it too much, that's when I overthink, and then that's when things just don't get anywhere for me.
So. Interesting. I love that.
So my style, my process is very unconventional. That's the word I always.
yes, unconventional.
Describe your process. Like, oh, it's unconventional. I don't do sketches. I don't do all that. I just look at stock photos, and then whatever comes to mind is what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. I love that.
That's good. I feel like this one.
Oh, Melody says, this is also my first live. Aw, thanks for joining us, Melody. Yes. We do all of these live streams that we have are all available for replay after. So if you have to leave for any reason or, you get a little busy, you can always watch the replay whenever, just go to behance.net/live. Yes. Always tons of videos that you can watch and learn from, and it's the best place. Ooh.
I found a lot of different flowers.
Ooh.
I said,
that's so cool. That could be like a wallpaper.
Yeah, I think that's what I searched.
Oh, nice.
I said floral wallpaper with texture.
Yes.
and I was like, let's see what comes up. And I didn't know what I was looking for, but if I saw something that like was different, because recently I've been looking not looking at patterns, but like having a vision of patterns, and I'm just like, I want to do something with patterns. So I was like, I don't know what yet, but just thinking about flowers, it's just you have a few different options. I never have like, oh, I'm gonna just do this one. I always have different options.
Yeah, you got to kind of test it out with like the image, especially when you're like, you don't have like everything like super planned out, so you got to have like options and stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
I always rasterize my layers.
Okay.
I don't know why. When they're linked and you you basically open your file somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you don't have the file on that basically desktop. It won't work.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Just in case, I just rasterize.
Nice.
And then duplicate. So we can start with this one. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, so we're all gonna just do it together.
Yeah, no, love that. And I mean, if you want to ask the chat too, feel free. The chat loves to get engaged and loves to give opinions.
Yes, if you guys see there's one, this is the first. I'll number them. One.
Okay. Earlier someone was like, name your layers now. So they're already coming for you, Shaylin.
Thank you. I told you the way I told you. All right. So 1 through 4.
Okay, let's see number 1. Guys in the chat, let us know which one's your favorite. And I mean, Shaylin will have the last say, honestly, but like, but we'll see. Maybe it'll sway us. So this is number 1.
Yeah, very contrasted.
Yep. I kind of love that.
2 is very colorful.
This is number 2. Okay.
Number 3.
This is number 3.
Make it a little bigger. Ooh, the texture in that one looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
That's different. And then
all right, and then
4.
The last one, the 4th one. Okay.
And
let us know in the chat, you guys. Ooh, we've already got some people chiming in. Okay, so Danielle says 2 and 4. Cody says 1. Maria says 2. Maria says 4. Oh, hi, Noor. We've got 4. We've got 1. Oh my God, I don't even know. Everyone's like all over the place.
No one said 3. Okay.
No one said 3, so let's out that one out.
All right, so no 3. We're gonna just.
I kind of dig that like darker one.
So I'm gonna try. So when I layer things on top of an image, you got here the blend modes.
Yeah.
I always use lighten.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm already.
I love that one. Like literally instantly, I was like, whoa. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, the chat is going wild. Okay, like really wild. You're gonna have to pick because everyone's saying everything. It's almost like as if once we said nobody's saying 3, they all started saying 3.
Really?
So, I don't know. It's up to you, girl. You gotta take it.
So I'm gonna try all of them because I feel like they all have a different like style. So whichever one I think like goes with what my vision is, whichever that is, I will be like, that's the one.
I kind of love how those pink flowers are like right by her mouth too. It kind of has this like.
That's so pretty. But you can see as in the hair, if you see in the hair, you can see what I mean by the contrast.
Yes.
It overlays perfectly. And then what I like about it is like when it reaches her skin, it blends in with the skin rather than it has a sharp edge.
Yeah.
So that's why it like blends so perfectly.
Sense. And that's that trick of like kind of darkening it up, the portrait a little bit more.
Because I can even show if you see before I did that, you'll see the whole image kind of like
it's not the same. Yeah.
So like in this area right here, you can see, but rather than when I did that, you'll see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
So we'll leave like that for now. Then
everyone's loving it. Everyone's
awesome.
Everyone's loving it. They're like, yes, love it. Really nice work.
I can see what they like too. When I saw this picture, I was like, oh.
I know. It literally was.
There's so much going on, yet it's just perfect.
It's so striking. Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Abstract flowers. Pretty.
Yeah.
And it's like blue instead of black.
I know.
But I think I'm going to adjust it real quick to make it a little darker. That way it is black. Because I like to have the black.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah. Yes.
Reverb Mike says, it's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Like opinions, Ooh, okay. All right, this one may be a little bit too much.
Yeah, I could see it.
I always look at all the layers, like I mean all the different blend modes
Blending modes.
for
Yeah,
the fun of it.
that's so fun. It's perfect that you're doing this project too because of the challenge that's today. Like it's about using selection tools and blending modes and like
Oh,
creating this
perfect.
like cool like magical thing. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
Hopefully
blending
people are.
modes is fun.
Yeah, it totally is. They're really fun.
This is on lighten. Is it on lighten? Yeah. So that's what that one looks like. It's a little bit too much.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
You got 3.
Okay. I'm excited to see this one. Let's see.
Like you see the
texture
like
is really cool.
Crazy.
I know. Is it like kind of like fabric? Oh yeah,
it is.
Like
it is fabric. And I was like, that's why I picked it. I think because I thought it was so different, and it had its own texture rather than me adding it. So
that's neat. Okay.
Let's see. Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, it's like a mesh.
It is kind of a mesh.
Ooh.
That's fun.
I might have to that background would be cute, like the background.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This is gonna be hard. This is hard.
I know.
I didn't think I would like 3, but now I think I like it. And that's hard. That's tough.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
I know, I wasn't either. Ooh.
You might have to let me try to fix the levels real quick.
Wow. That's really beautiful.
The levels is like the brighten in contrast, but it's more specific, I guess. And that's why I started using this, I think, last year.
Love that.
And I never really used it until recently, and it helps so much. Like the brighten contrast could do so little, but this is like you can literally like the highlights.
Yes.
With the whites.
You've got the darks,
So
highlights, the midtones.
Wow. Wow.
Brian was like, told you to pick 3.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna keep it like that for now.
Okay, let's,
And then this one, I just thought it was so pretty.
I love the color.
Yeah, but, and the flowers are really different.
Yes.
See what it looks like.
I'm excited. It's like a surprise.
I know. That's why I work like this. I never know the end result. I never know the end result until the ending, and I just sit back and be like,
you're like,
I did that.
That's awesome.
Let me see how this looks.
Oh, hi Valeria. Thanks for joining us. Hi Dimitri from Charlotte. Very fun. Ooh.
Wow, I really like that.
This is making all of our jobs really hard. Like these are really beautiful. You picked some good ones.
I know. I was looking for a couple hours and I was like,
I love how I said that as if like I'm the one making it. And it's like this is hard for you because you have options, like really good options.
I know. I just like to have options.
No, that's great.
If you were to see my other laptop, the amount of photos I have downloaded is insane. I have like over 1,000. Like some days I'll probably download probably 50 sometimes, depending on what I'm working on. It will like be 50 photos, and then eventually I have to like delete 400.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Love it.
But I keep some because I like to reuse certain ones.
Right.
So it's like I really like that. That's different.
Yeah, that is super cool.
I'm gonna try purple. Huh. Pretty.
Wow. Yeah, that's super cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. It's hard.
All right. So back to square one. I really still like this one.
I still love that one too.
I feel like this might be the one for the inside, and maybe if I want to add some textures to the background, I might.
Maybe that 3.
Yeah, cause that's 3
or something.
Oh, let me do that. Okay, this one I feel like I'm just going to delete.
I think it's a lot.
It's just too much.
I think it's just like number 1 has like the placement of everything is like spot on.
It's like perfect because that's why when I saw it, I was like, dark background. Okay, I look for certain indicators when I look for like double exposures, for like the image I'm going to overlay, and then the images I'm using under it. So like for this one, like I said, I look for contrast and highlights of the like particularly if you want to have a perfect easy double exposure, get an image with a white background and then like a really dark main thing. So let's say she had a white background, it would have been perfect. Like you wouldn't have any of the overlays of these flowers. But I like that though, so which is why I kind of still chose it.
Yeah, that looks
but
so cool.
if you wanted something really like sleek and simple, you would get a you will find like a stock image with a white background immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
But for the flowers, like this one is just perfect. Like it's just
it just
this
works.
one is, oh my god, like I don't like what?
I know. I'm like now like between 1 and 3, I think.
Yeah,
but that's my personal choices.
This is so interesting. I put on overlay. Wow. Ooh. That's different.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I always play. I literally play around.
Yeah, you have to.
Let me just use this tool real quick. No, I just play around first, and then I get into the nitty gritty stuff and the brushes.
Yes. Love
and
that.
the layer mask. I'm probably gonna add a layer mask in a minute. Nice. But this one, I think the soft light is pretty.
The soft light's really pretty.
Wow. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to keep this here for now, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, people are agreeing. They're like 1, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Yep.
They know. They know.
They know.
They know.
Peter says, "Why only flowers? I like pizza." What? Okay, Peter.
It is lunchtime.
I know, right?
Over here.
Well, but that's right. Yeah. I'm like, it's not really lunchtime yet for me, but probably for you.
But yeah, I was gonna try doing an overlay of like a stripes or patterns, but I didn't really find anything that kind of grabbed my attention, which is why I like found the flowers first.
Yeah.
Because flowers, I don't know, I feel like it's just I love to use nature. If you guys see my work, you guys will literally see how I feel like nature, in a sense, just symbolizes to me beauty, growth, and just like an evolution, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's why I love to use it. So.
Yeah, and it makes sense with these portraits too. It's very much like.
Yeah. Let me see what's on. Let's see if I want to flip it. Do I want to flip it? We'll try flipping it.
Okay.
See how that looks.
Perfect.
And then even if I want to still do that, I can always put it back on the lighting. Is that better? I should that's what I should do.
Like duplicate it.
Yeah, so if you guys drag a layer down here and you can duplicate it. Nice. Good technique.
Yes.
Good technique. So this one I'm going to vertical, so I can compare the two.
Yeah.
Because like certain places, like you said when you said you liked the it on like the lips and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I want to see what it looked like on the other side and see what places the flowers. Like down here on the shoulders, that's cool good.
Yeah.
I might have to do both in like
you
a
might
race.
Yeah, actually that's a good point, because you can then just use like parts of it in one area and then like the other one in the other.
This part, the bottom is nice right here.
The bottom looks really good like that. Yeah, that's awesome.
And the hair, probably keep the hair up here. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna add a layer mask.
Okay.
So I always use a standard soft brush for when I do my layer mask.
It's like a big, nice soft brush.
Yeah, that's
cool. Do you work at like a low opacity or?
I was just about to say, I always change opacity, but it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I want to erase like right now, I'll keep it at the 100. But if I want to like make it like maybe transparent in like the hair, I will put it at a 35 or like a 16, something like that.
And you just start working at it. Yeah. Very cool.
Very
nice.
Might be a little too big, but I was gonna say I'm a zoomer, but that doesn't make any sense. I like to zoom in.
Yeah.
Like a zoomer, that doesn't make any sense. But I like to zoom into the picture.
Yes, yes. That's beautiful. I love it. Cute.
Yeah, I always work with two hands. The left hand is always on my keyboard. The right hand is always on the other side of the keyboard or the mouse pad for the most part.
Yes. Do you use like kind of like the keys to like make the size of the brush bigger and smaller?
Yeah, I love shortcuts.
Yes.
I barely click over here unless it's something specific I don't really remember. But for the most part, I know like almost not all the shortcuts, but majority of them.
A good amount of them, yeah.
If you were to
Yeah.
ask me what letter something is, I probably have to look at my keyboard because I know placements.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's so funny how that works, right? Like muscle memory and like, oh my god, it's the worst one. Like when Photoshop makes an update, and you're like, oh my.
It's like, what letter was that?
It's kind of cool that you can like then go into preferences and adjust like even certain keyboards or shortcuts that work for you, or that like
is true.
You know, for keys that you use the most.
But yeah,
so
some of the
that's cool.
My favorite one, if everyone, you know, I feel like it's a universal one, but you know, Command Z if you have a Mac.
Yes, the best.
Like I just did it. You know, you just go back.
Yes.
Command Z is my favorite. It's always there when I need
love
it. And the brush tool is B. You know, some of them are really easy.
Yeah,
because it's like it's literally the letter. Like Z is zoom.
Right, right.
So, but I don't really use Z. I use my my mouse pad, so like I just use my fingers to like zoom in.
Zoom in. That's kind of what I do too, actually.
It's just so much easier. I think I click Z if I want to be like specific on like what I want to do. Like, oh my god, let me just. You know, I still end up using.
It's just like easier. It's almost like you can like move around at the same time as you're zooming.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of intuitive. Yeah.
Way faster. Okay, I feel like this edge. I need to go in. Cool.
Nice. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Yeah, there we go.
Fairy was wondering, why don't you select the subject first and then mask it to put a flower on the subject?
I would do that, but I like to use the brush tool.
Feels painterly.
Yeah, I feel like I really could do like the like W and then click select subject and then do that.
Right, yeah.
But I feel like what if I wanted to like leave a flower
Leave
out?
Something. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. No, absolutely.
So the brush tool.
Yeah, so I guess it's more about like having that kind of control about like what you leave and what you don't.
That would be easier though, because I do love the select subject tool.
I know.
Magical.
That's like the new tool they came out with, and it's really spot on, especially on like really clean backgrounds, but even on certain busy backgrounds too. Like it works pretty well, and it's like kind of like a good little starting point too if like you have something really intricate.
Because I use the pen tool like to crop out like specific stuff. So when the select subject tool came out, I was hyped.
Yeah. Yes.
I was like, no way. I've been dreaming of this tool my entire life.
I know. I'm sure it's like amazing for a lot of like compositors and like people who do a lot of that kind of photo compositing work.
But this is like really easy erasing work, so that's why I'm like, I don't think I need it.
Yeah, for sure. Love that. So pretty.
I might go back and like add more flowers to the background, but I might use that for the other layer that I might use. We'll see how clean I want to do it.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about like using like layer masks too, because you can always kind of go back and like add.
Yeah, layer masks are my favorite. If you were to see any of my files, I have layer mask. Like it's like my favorite thing.
Yes.
And another thing I could do if I wanted to be really specific, well, I would first have to select the subject, and then if I were to select her as a whole, that means it would just be her without the background. And then I would like click you click the option tool and you like hold down, this layer right here will go inside of her, like inside of the thing. So like do that, and then literally it's a part of it. So like photo erase it, you know.
Whoa, yeah.
So, but I'm not doing that today, but it comes in handy when I want to like overlay something in a shape or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's awesome.
I think I'm gonna keep this. Wait, do I want to keep that flower there? Maybe? Do I want to keep the flower?
Yeah,
I think I'll keep the flower. I love the
that's
one on her
cool.
cheek right there. So that one I'm definitely gonna keep. So this is what
Mm-hmm.
I got so far. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna erase this one, but keep this yellow one. It's like looks like a something. Looks like something there. I like it.
Yeah, and I dig it.
But yeah, I love the soft brush tool.
Yes, Valeria, best answer. I also guess is more to have self-control in what you want to erase or paint, for sure. And Steve says, I like how the flowers have that delicate grainy texture.
Yes, the texture. I don't know what it has, but like since like this summer, I just not been obsessed with texture, but like I just love it. Like,
Yeah.
you see that? Like, wow.
Yeah, it adds this like element, makes it feel
Yeah,
more
that's what I
like
said.
tactile, you know?
Yeah, like it really adds like an element to it.
Mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm.
getting rid of the green on her eye because
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cover her eye up towards the end anyway. But for now, I think I'll just erase that too. Erase that too.
Nice.
And I'll probably erase that too. I'll keep that.
The pink looks pretty.
Yeah, I like that. I like the placement of that.
Yes, like all around the chin right there. Yeah,
Erase that.
that's perfect.
Wow.
It's looking real good.
Yes. Like this is from scratch, you guys.
I know.
This is not I planned this out. This is from scratch.
I love that.
So we're just rolling with it.
Yeah, we like that.
And then this is the other one, the other layer, same thing, but I think I'm going to maybe rotate it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like the flower that was on her. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I like that.
That's super cool.
Okay, add a layer mask. Big brush. Oh, wrong thing. And if you want to like on this side, there's like the black. The black basically erases things because it's already on a white background, and the white it adds it back, like basically it paints it back. Mm-hmm. And then to get to like flip them like this so easily, it's just the X.
That's cool.
So
yeah,
shortcuts are really like
good shortcut.
So X, you want to like you have like two colors on here. You want to quick switch back from your brushes. Just click X. I guess it's like inverse. I don't know specifically what it says, but I just know it's X.
Yeah, it's like changing the foreground and the background colors, the black and white.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy. Super easy.
That's it.
Okay, sure, no problem. Hey, you guys, we will be back in about 2 minutes, okay? Just stand by. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for standing by. We are back.
Yes. And we're going to continue to
Yes.
remove the flowers.
Love that. Yes, Nora, time to refill that coffee cup. Exactly. I'm just gonna take a little sip. It's morning for me here, so I'm like, ooh,
Oh,
need that
yeah.
coffee. What time is it for you, Shaylin?
It is actually 111, 111.
Oh my gosh, okay, cool.
Right on the dot. Oh, that clock is actually, my desktop clock on my on my desk is actually 1 minute early. It's actually 1:10.
Oh.
I don't know. Whoops.
Nice.
Yeah. See, it's 1 o'clock here.
Perfect.
Now I have to see what's different.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay. All of this.
Oh yeah. It's so hard. Like I feel like there's like you either want to go like all out and like do a lot, but then sometimes it looks good also like very simple.
I know. That's why my style is like surreal minimalism, because most of the time it's like it's less, but to me it's more, which is why I do a lot of minimalistic things.
Yeah, yeah.
But like when you do like the minimalistic stuff, people might think it's easy. It's not as easy. It takes a little bit more time to think of like I don't know. It's just complicated, but it works.
Yeah.
I might use a hard brush real quick.
Nice. Oh, everyone in the chat was like, welcome back.
Hi, I'm back here.
Heather says less is more here, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. No,
this awesome. Floral right here, I might get rid of it so that you can see the edge of the
Oh yeah.
But we'll see as the time goes on when I erase other things like that.
That's awesome.
Oh, right here. Zoom in.
That's just so pretty. It just like works so well together.
I know.
I love it.
Like sometimes I get lucky. It's like, oh my god, that picture is like perfect for that overlay, which is why like the cat one, the Cumulus cat.
Yes.
It just fit perfectly. Like I have a lot of cloud images that I like save up, but that one was just perfect. Like that's the one.
That's awesome. So how long does it take for you to like, finish a project or like get through an entire composite?
It depends on like which one I'm working on. Like adult exposure might be like maybe 2 hours. Maybe like if I'm in the zone, I would never say 1 hour because I always do something extra to it, so I can never say an hour. But like maybe 2 hours or 4 hours. Sometimes maybe 2 days, because like if I'm working on something and it's not going the way I want, I would just stop.
Yeah, you kind of revisit it.
Because if I don't stop and I keep going, and I just get frustrated because that means I'm overthinking it, which is why I work the way I do. I don't think about it as much. I just kind of go with the flow, which is what I'm doing kind of right now, because it's just like it just works for me. I just gotta go with the flow. So when I start overthinking, that's when everything starts going left, and I'm just like, well, let me just not do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to take a breather and go get inspired and just kind of have a little fresh air.
Yeah, usually when I make my artwork, I'm always listening to music. It's like
what do you listen to while you're editing?
I listen to a lot of things. I listen to mostly like R&B. Yes. R&B. Nice. I love my hip hop rap, and then, but mostly a lot of R&B. I have my own playlist, but then like I love listening to like finding new artists to listen to who are like different styles.
That's awesome.
Music is I'm basically vibing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
In my element, basically.
I know, and then there's certain music too that's like more conducive to like kind of creativity,
That's true.
Because I feel like sometimes there's certain music that I'm like, if it's not the right music, like I will probably start falling asleep or something because I'm like
That is
getting
true.
too like, you know.
Yeah, when I'm listening to like R&B and I'm looking for stock photos, I'm like a little too relaxed at that point.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll just fall asleep looking at stock photos. It's just like you just scroll and I'm just scrolling. I'm just like, oh my God. And then next thing I know, I blink and like I wake up. I'm like, wait.
You're like, hold up.
And then when I wake up, I just go back to scroll.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it's fun though.
I know.
Yeah, I thought people would never believe me if I said I look for stock photos for hours a
Oh
day.
my gosh.
But
I
I really
mean,
do.
I believe it. There's so much out there, and
There is.
you can get lost and just searching and searching. And like, that's the thing. A lot of it is about the search. You're like constantly like
Yeah.
putting in different keywords or different phrases or whatever, to try and get like closer to what you're looking for.
Yeah, like when I
So,
was looking for these, I looked for like floral backgrounds and then I found like when I found this one, like image one, they have
mhm.
like if you go on Adobe Stock, they have like similar images under it. So then I'll like
Yeah.
right click that and then I open a new tab with like those images and then I look for
Mhm.
there's like another keyword was like texture. It's like, oh, open another tab and
Yes.
another tab and
Oh,
another
so
tab. I'm
that's
like,
why you have all those tabs.
you just need a lot of tabs when you're just looking for things.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Oh my gosh.
I think I like that at the top. The flowers, I like that.
Cool.
The ear is one thing. I don't
Oh
if I
yeah.
want the ear to show or not. Let me see.
Right.
Hmm.
That's kind of pretty.
Yeah. I was like, huh, maybe that will work. Alright, not like that.
Sometimes you just gotta try it.
Mm-hmm. That's what the layer mask are for.
Yeah.
It's literally like I consider the layer mask like a magical eraser.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go back,
Yes.
but the eraser you can't. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a
I
little
only use I
tough.
only use the eraser when I'm like definite that I'm gonna erase something. That's
Mm-hmm.
rare.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good habit because, it'd suck if like you did erase something and you needed it back.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's why I always double up my layers too if I'm using like the same one, just
Mm-hmm.
in case.
Yeah, that's smart.
Like mostly for like the main things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, if you were to see now, like the difference, if I didn't add that contrast and highlights, you
Mm-hmm.
can see like it's kind of dull.
Yeah,
So it's
it
already
looks
kind of
so much better.
popping.
It's more conducive to the double exposure for sure. I love that. Some people, Trevor's like, I like Caliucci's, and Fairy says, I love lo-fi.
Yes.
Caliucci's is great.
Yeah, she is. I don't think
She's
she's dropped any
fire.
new music
I
recently,
know,
but
I don't think so, but her last album was so good.
it really was. I
I
actually
love
was
it.
listening to it like 2 weeks ago, actually making artwork. So
Oh,
I found it
nice.
again. I was like, oh my God, it
It's
really
very
is that
vibey.
good. Yeah. Like every song is like different. I was like,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
she's
love that
good.
she mixes in her Spanish too. It's fun.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Like, okay,
I like
girl.
that. Yeah, it's a different vibe. I like that.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I
That's
do a lot of
awesome.
the eyes, just looking at the words. I
Yeah.
always see something.
And so what do you think like made you change kind of like your journey from like that kind of more muted colors to like then like, adding more colors and like I don't know, I guess how do you view your journey as an artist?
Honestly, when I realized like this year, my artwork and what I create is kind of like I feel like it reflects me in like my state of mind at the time, which
Mhm.
is really interesting. Like, cause I'm not like really a verbal person because like emotions and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I feel like
Mhm.
my artwork kind of speaks for itself and like it reflects me in a sense. So I
Yeah.
feel like during the time, I don't know, maybe I was just so like not muted, but like it was just like a time of just like simple and like laid
Yes.
back. But like over time, I just became more, I guess, not popping, but like more like uh
Say it, poppin'.
vibrant, like like more vibrant, like more like
Yes.
uplifted in a sense. So like kind of just
Energized.
I just started adding more colors. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this will look
Yeah.
nice. Let me just add color, and then
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm always fascinated by how like someone's experiences and like their growth as a person, like how that's shown in their art. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I kind of learned it I learned it like this year because I never really thought about it. Like I don't know why I just never thought about it in a sense because it's my own artwork, so you don't really reflect your own artwork. You just make
Right,
it.
right. You just
So
make
when
it. Yeah.
yes, when I sat down and, like thought about it, I was like, this really is like what I'm going through right now. It's really how I
Yeah.
feel. So like when I
Yeah.
kind of make these things, it's kind of like a sense of like inner beauty
Yeah. Yeah.
because everything
Absolutely.
starts internally. So
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think that's good. I feel like there's like one thing. Let me
Yeah.
see.
I mean, that looks beautiful. Just want to remind
Oh,
you guys, we have about 39 minutes left until we head over to Discord to review your challenges. So I hope you're working on those. Shaylin will be able to give some feedback on that. So
I'm
get working on
excited.
those and, submit them later and we will review some of them. So,
All
and if
right,
you're watching on
so
YouTube, head over to Behance too. For anyone who is just jumping on, we are here with Shaylin Wallace. He's working on this fun little double exposure. It's already looking really beautiful.
these are beautiful.
Yes.
I feel like what I need to do, which I did not do yet.
Oh, same. People are gonna come for you in the
Most
chat. They're gonna be like,
important,
"Really?" Just kidding.
most important thing. I'm telling you, Command S is your friend.
Yes, yes. Honestly, though, I feel like Photoshop has stepped it up. Like I have not had it crash in a long time,
That's
and
true.
then if it has, like, it has that like recovered file thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
like
best.
amazing. Yeah, which is like
The
great.
best.
It
Like,
feels
I was
like,
like,
okay, well, at least
you
I
looking
didn't like,
out?
yeah, exactly. Like they're thinking ahead because they know.
Like, they look out. I was like, okay, it says recovered. I said, thank you.
Yes.
I can't go back to the layer though, but as long as all the layers are there, I'm fine.
Yes. Yeah, at least as long as the majority of it.
I think one time, I forget when, it was a while back. I was
Mhm.
working and it did crash, but the thing was, I feel as though it kind of helped me because I was kind of stressing. So it was like when
Oh,
I
okay.
had to
It's almost like you need a
restart.
break. Yeah.
So like when I did it, it was even better. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
see,
amazing. That worked in your
like
favor then.
yeah, I was like, y'all just knew, y'all just knew. So, I think I'm gonna delete this for now. That maybe I'll do like a 2-part series, and then I'll surprise you
Yes.
guys with that one.
Ooh,
So,
yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's fun.
but let's say,
Cool. Thank you, Cody, for putting in the link there and plugging in the Daily Creator Challenge. Great way to, sharpen up your skills and get feedback. And if you don't get a chance to finish, the challenge during this stream, that's okay. You can still submit because, the community will be able to give feedback too. And, tomorrow, if we don't get as many submissions for tomorrow's challenge, we can always review some of the ones from today. So no worries if you don't get to finish it, but obviously it would be great if we do get to see some. Ooh, so pretty.
I'm gonna make it a little bright and then add a layer. I mean, a layer mask, and like remove it from her face. It's too bright on her face.
Oh yeah, nice. And that's just so that you add more
to the background.
to the background. Okay.
Yeah, the background's kind of like it's kind of muted still, but I'm like maybe it could be a little brighter.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Or not. I don't like it that flower there. Well, I feel like that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You can always lower down the opacity too a little bit.
Yeah, I think I might do that. I might do the fill. I don't know why I always do the fill, which is weird.
Yeah.
But
I actually don't know what the difference is between the fill and the opacity. Like,
I cannot say, but I always do the fill.
I know. Maybe in the chat. I don't know. Maybe Cody knows, or
I
let us know if you know the difference between opacity and fill.
I don't really cannot say. I always use the fill though. It's like the one thing I always just use.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I was gonna see what this looks like if I put black. If you add black under something you're trying to put in a lighten mode, it will like seep through all the way, so it won't be transparent anymore.
Okay.
So I was gonna see what it would look like.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very, very dark. go into it.
Nice. Okay.
Let's see if the flowers pop up. I think I like to see her skin, so we're gonna just delete that.
You just gotta try it. You never know.
Yeah, and then for this, I don't even know. I might have to save that and save that. I think I'm gonna keep this like this for now, and then I'm gonna try and add something else to her face. I found some really nice fish, beta fish. That I thought would be cool because in the in my Floral Being series with the was I showed you guys with the flowers, I put butterflies and or bees over one of their eyes, and that's kind of a symbol of transition because you know they're gonna fly away in a sense. So that's kind of that's why I put those, and it's also about identity again. Like it's not about them; it's just about internal. So you don't want to really see who the person is.
Got it.
Cover the face a little bit.
It's an interesting little analysis there.
So I was like, maybe I could add a fish instead because something different. So we'll see how this comes.
I like these fish though because they're kind of like they kind of look like flowers in a way.
I know.
So like, they've got and then the colors of them too. It's not like very typical kind of fish. That's fun. Ooh, yeah, Cody agrees. Ooh, the beta fish are neat.
Different. I was like, I'm gonna try something different and see how it turns out, and we'll go from there.
Ooh,
if not,
oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Somebody answered a question about the opacity and fill. Fairy says fill is decreasing the visibility, but it doesn't affect any filter or effects to the layer. Huh? Okay.
That's cool. Why I use it.
That's why. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I use it. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly why I use it. It's just I always use fill. Like it was never like a opacity. I use opacity for like the brushes. But
yeah.
That's about it. I might have to lower the opacity. Wait, the fill for this real quick, just so I can see how it would look on the eye.
Ooh.
I don't know which one. I know I'm gonna flip it so that way.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not the fish's face.
That's so cool.
Ooh, that one would be cute.
Yeah, it's cool because it follows like the kind of shape of like the flowers too for some of them. Yeah. Super fun. I love it.
I feel like I know which one I'm gonna crop 2 of them out.
Yes. Super cool.
Something like this.
Yeah, thank you, Fairy, for answering that question. That's great.
Thank you, because I really did not know.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
just used it. I just used it.
There's still plenty of things into Photoshop that all of us probably don't know still, but
if it works, it's like, okay, that's it.
If it works.
Now, the technical part, I could not tell you what it is.
Yes.
I know that it works. This is a pretty one.
This is great. So fun.
What other fish should I try? I feel like this one is... No, I think I like this one.
Maybe that one. Yeah, I like that pink and the kind of the white edge, or like the white outline. It's really pretty.
Whoops, did not copy it. I'm on the wrong layer, that's why.
Oh, Phyllis says the fish really go with it.
Yeah, thank you. It was so different. I was like, it came to me out of nowhere. I was like, ooh, beta fish. Because I remember I was looking at them a while back and I was going to do another edit with them, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do yet. So I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
The beta fish. I didn't know the name of them, what they were called before, but now I know they're beta fish. That helps me.
Yeah.
I think like this one might go.
That's so cool.
The little face.
So how often do you spend like doing kind of like personal projects and then like, like I don't know if you're also working with clients or any of that?
Yeah. Right now I'm doing a lot of client work, so I haven't really had a chance to do a lot of personal projects. Which I'm really excited right now because like this is fun. So like I spend most of the time doing client projects currently, but I always try to find time to do my own personal stuff
Yeah.
because I want to make sure, I have time
Mm-hmm.
to like do what I want. Like, if I don't like make my own artwork for a while,
Mm-hmm.
it starts to be like I always call it like withdrawal,
Yes.
like a creative withdrawal. It's like, oh my god, like you start twitching, like it's like I need to
Yeah.
make something now. Like it's been too long. So it's like, and
Yeah.
especially when you have like 1,001 ideas, it's
Yeah.
like, so when can I make something?
You need to do something for yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
for
again,
sure.
the client work, it's honestly, these projects I've been working on are so much fun. Like,
Really? What have you been working
yeah.
on?
I do a lot of cover art for
Oh,
artists and stuff. So I've been
yeah.
working on those, and then I've recently been getting a lot of commission for custom artwork.
That's
So
awesome.
I've been wanting to do more of those, and I'm getting more clients for that. I mean, yes, let me just. And most of the time, either they'll give me like a gist of what they want, but I get a lot of creative direction, which is
Yeah.
what I love because like they'll tell me like what they want, and like, okay, so this is what I can do, and like,
Yeah.
and then I would think most of the time I think they're gonna be like, could you just maybe do that? They'll be like, do that. I'm like, wait, I was just giving you my idea. Like,
Yeah.
that's perfect for it. I said, oh, cool,
Great. It all works
right,
together. It's great when
yeah,
like, yeah, like those, like the kind of personal work meets like client work at, like, when the two can come together and it's very
yeah.
like,
I love when they like send me like my artwork for references. I'm
yes,
like, I can
yes.
do that. I did that
Yeah.
before. I can do that.
Yeah. And
So
it's
it's like,
fun
yeah,
because it's like you've made it before, but like it's about like, adding a certain twist or something to make it
yeah,
unique for
making it
that
for
specific
them.
client. Yeah.
And like
That's
I
so
feel like
cool.
their reaction, which is why I love to do commission works, is their
Hmm.
reaction at the end. Like, oh my
Hmm.
god, like that is exactly what I wanted, but like better. I'm
Hmm. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
just be part of like their project is just what I
Hmm.
love to do it.
Hmm.
Like I love
Hmm.
to make art for myself, but making it for people it's a different, it's just so fulfilling. Like I can't even explain it, but it's just fulfilling.
Yeah. And it's like a good challenge too. It's like really,
It's very challenging, which is
yeah.
why I think I got to the point where I'm really confident now. When people like they just give me random ideas that I've just never like heard of. I'm like, all right, let's open Photoshop, let's try it
Yeah.
out, and then I actually do it. I'm like, I did that. Like
Yeah. You probably learned some new skills on the way too, or like,
I've learned a lot.
thought of new things to help your process, or just like, I don't know. I think that's awesome.
Like one thing I've gotten really better at is like shadows and like
Hmm. Yes, yes.
that used to be hard for me. Perspective was
Especially
kind of
like in
hard.
compositing. Yeah.
So because
You
of
have to have like a
commission.
good understanding of like light and dark and like how light, you know, um, I don't know, how light can cast a shadow, like where, and just like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, perspective. And it's so fascinating.
Yeah, it was hard, but now it's like I'm doing it so much more that
Hmm.
it's clicking.
Yeah. It's becoming like a little bit second nature to you.
Yeah, that selection tool is the best. It was a slight little bit like a little thing, but like that's better than me actually doing the whole thing, so I don't
Yeah.
really mind.
Ooh. That's so cool.
Okay, I might have to lower the vibrance and saturation to make it
Hmm.
fit, but I might actually. Her eyes literally like the same as the face.
Yeah. I bet, or you could even make like that, like the fish head, like kind of fall on the same like line as the nose or something. It's
Oh,
kind
like
of
down
fun too.
here.
Or like kind of,
Oh, like that.
yes, yeah, or something like that. I don't know. Is that weird?
I feel like I want her nose to still be there, but like
Right,
just the
right.
eye. I'm trying to get the eyebrow
Maybe
to
it's like the
stay
eyelash.
same. What are you wearing? Fish eyelashes.
Yeah,
It's
right.
the new trend.
It's the new thing.
If anyone does that, I I did not say do it. I did not say do it.
Oh my gosh. It,
Oh,
it's so crazy. Like, I mean, have you seen like those like fashion brands who like will do like bugs and insects on rings, or like all that crazy stuff, which is like insane.
yeah, you won't catch me wearing a spider ring. You won't catch me near a spider.
You're like, I only deal with animals in Photoshop.
Yeah. I can crop them out and then, place them.
Oh my gosh, Peter has a good little pun. He said fish eye.
Why did
It's
I
a good
not
one.
think of that?
I
I
know.
love puns. That's such a good one. All right,
Love
you
it.
got that one.
Good job. Good job,
That was a
Peter.
good one. I love.
Fairy's asking, where do you get all your stock images?
So I get a lot of them from Adobe Stock, and then I get it from another website sometimes. So like it just depends on what if I want to be really specific or I'm just scrolling. Like there's another website like unsplash.com, and it's like free. It's like free website, so it's like a really good one. But I like Adobe Stock because it's very specific.
Yeah.
And they're really, 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 really high quality.
Yeah, that's
and there's
really
so
important
much.
when it comes to compositing too.
Like looking for just beta fish, there's like over 100 pages.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I probably went to like number, I don't even know. I was looking at portraits and I think I was at page like 64.
Oh my gosh, you really do look through for hours.
It's just fun. Like when you see it, you see
you
it.
know it.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah.
Yes, that's amazing. I love that.
I use the auto tone, the auto color, and then the auto contrast just sometimes to see what it'll look like before I want to like go in. But I really need to change the vibrancy because that's why it's not looking as good.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whoa.
I know.
I did that to see what it looked like, and I was like, yeah.
Like extreme.
I might have to. Yeah, I need to do that too.
Oh yeah, like make it a little more contrasty.
Yeah, to go with like just basically go with the whole thing. But the thing is, it doesn't look like it's blending right now, but that's fine because I'm gonna add some texture to it. So
yeah, right. And you'll add like a blending mode and stuff too. That's cool. So fun.
A different fish eye. That's such a. I did not think of that. That's such
I
a good
know.
one.
I know. It's a good pun. Oh, Noor says the master is Tim Mobus. Tim is another moderator on Adobe Live, and he is like so good with puns. Like he will just pump them out like a machine.
Yeah, I love a good pun. That's why I did the cumulus cat. Like when I find like the titles for my artworks, the titles for my files are very different compared to the final. So like the titles for my file will be like, it'll be like C underscore like floating. But like when I look for like the actual titles, I use a thesaurus.
Nice.
Or, like what's another word for growth?
Yes.
And I'll use like every word.
That's kind of fun. The source is fun.
Yeah.
It's good ideas. Cool. Just about 20 minutes left until we head over to Discord to review some of those challenges. So hope you guys are working on that. And yeah, we'll be reviewing those in a little bit.
What if?
Oh, nice.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. 5 minutes.
Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, look at that.
I was going to see if I can overlay just a little bit. That way I can blend it without
okay.
blending it. Because when it's on the skin, it's kind of like weird.
Ooh.
Should have did a pink flower. Yeah. Trial and error. Actually, I might as well just
gotta test it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Cool.
Guard
Okay.
is asking, I'm late, but I followed for some while. But what type of clients do you usually make compositions for? Would love to get some insight.
Okay, so like this summer, I've got like even like right now, my clients really vary. Like I made artwork for a magazine, custom artwork for a magazine column,
Mm-hmm.
doing custom artwork for the school right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I do I like cover art, which is for like artists,
Mm-hmm.
musicians.
Yeah.
I do like I also do like I had this recent client, I think it was a month ago. He wanted to do an anniversary gift for his girlfriend, so I made custom art for them. I thought that was so cute. I was
Oh,
like,
that's super cute.
someone better do that for me one day. Like that's what artwork is just different because it's more personal. So it's like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my god, that is so
It's like
sweet.
very unique.
Yeah, I do t-shirt designs as well from time to time. They ask me to do t-shirt
Mm-hmm.
designs,
Oh, that's so cool. So you just like
their
work in like a
logos.
different variety of, avenues. That's so cool.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it just always depends on what they ask. But
Yeah.
it's like it's fun and challenging.
Yeah. Is there ever something that you were like, no, I'm not going to do that or something?
Yeah, I'll let them know. I'm like, well, because some people probably think. I think sometimes people think my artwork is like either paintings or
Oh,
something like that. So they'll ask
yeah.
me like paint something. I'm like, oh no,
I
these are
don't do any
photo
painting.
manipulations.
Yes.
So like, what is that? Like, I gotta explain it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm like, yeah, I don't paint. Sorry.
That's so cool. It's interesting too, like, that you have like, you kind of dabble in all these different like styles. But is there anything that you would say like is kind of like the unifying thing in like all like theme in your work?
Oh, like a theme, as in like an overall theme.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, I could say style, but you like so many different styles and you like to play with different things. But is there something
That's
that
true.
like kind of ties everything together for you, or like,
Hmm. I feel like it probably the symbolism of like if you look at my pieces, like I
mm-hmm,
said before, is there's a lot of like symbolism in growth and inner beauty, like
mm-hmm,
kind of like a view from the internal versus the external.
mm-hmm,
Freedom is a big one.
yeah,
Freedom is a huge one for me.
that's
Um,
awesome.
but like a lot of stuff like that is kind of what touches on. Like no matter what, if you see one of my pieces, it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
a play on something symbolic.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Demetria says, I'm a photographer. I'm going to have to try this with some of my photos. Yes.
Like Photoshop is so much fun. Like I'm actually like a nerd, but it's just so much fun. You don't know what you're gonna make.
Yeah.
And with your own photos, I know it's gonna be more personal and it's gonna be like, oh my god, like I did that.
Yeah, right. Because it's going to be even like
So,
more
like,
closer to you.
so anyone says they want to try Photoshop, do it.
Yes. Steve says, nice mix with the fish and the flowers.
Thank you. I winged it. I wasn't sure how it's gonna look, so we are gonna.
It looks super fun. I love
Yeah.
it. And I
It
like that you
was a
added that
blending.
flower part in there too.
Yeah,
That's
I think
super
I
cool.
did it too big. I might have to just actually double it. Oh, I see that. This is yours. It wasn't like blending as I wanted it to, so I was like, maybe
Hmm.
I'd have to overlay it to make it work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Let's just drag and drop.
yeah. Ooh,
Okay, different.
that's fun. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that
Oh,
looks really cool.
you. That can go. Oh, is that one? Yeah, I missed. Yes.
Nice. It's coming together so well.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm not saying I'm surprised, but it's like it's just I just don't know where it's gonna go.
Right,
Right. So
right.
it's like yeah, let's go.
And does most of your work kind of like live online, or do you ever do any like printing or, you know, have any like I don't know. Yeah, I guess prints or like.
Like, do I like print my own work?
Yeah, or do you do any of
I
that kind of
do.
stuff?
I do sometimes, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to own more of my work. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I own enough of them. But like, that'd be kind of funny to have my own gallery with only my work. But I plan on buying artwork from like some other people to support, because there's so many amazing artists out there,
Yeah, there
and
really is.
I just know I'm going to be an art collector. Like,
Yeah,
I just know it.
absolutely. Who are some of your favorite artists right now?
Oh my god, there's so many Twitter artists. There's so many Twitter artists. There's one guy, Harvey. He
Mm-hmm.
does some amazing illustrations. Shout out Harvey.
What's
We
his
have,
last name?
I do not know. I know his
Harvey.
Instagram. I know his Twitter name, which is why I'm just like,
Yeah.
he's probably like, wow. I'm
That's
like,
so
I'm sorry.
interesting that there's like that you're saying like Twitter artists, because Twitter's such a like, it's just like text, but like I guess people can share
Yeah, I
photos
feel
too,
like,
but
yeah, it's like if you go on my Twitter, you will literally see a lot of it's majority artists I follow.
okay.
Like, we interact with, because it's just like it's a good it's like Instagram, but like more interactive, I guess,
Yeah,
now.
it's like a little bit of a little community where you can just kind of communicate with artists.
But there's just so many artists, and I just want I can't wait to have, like, I'm probably gonna have my own gallery as well, to like put up people's artwork in.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I think that I might have to lower the fill, because I know what it is now.
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh my god, I know what I'm going to do. We're
Isaiah
gonna
says,
put
I love the texture of the flowers. It fits the hair and the face. Yes.
right.
Agreed. Philippa's like, name your layers.
Oh, I
You're
really
in the
forgot.
zone. You're in the zone.
That's why I never do. I'm always in the zone. I'm like,
You're in
whoops.
the zone. It's okay.
You right though. I really forgot.
I mean,
I'll try
really,
to
the
do
only
better.
people that are looking at this is probably yourself. I mean, you're probably like, I mean, unless a client requests like, the PSD files, but I doubt it,
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
probably
Most
going to
time
give
they
them like,
try. I'm like, well, I'm like, you're not gonna understand it, because you're not gonna understand my files. It's just too
yeah.
hard. Like, I feel like my files are specifically for me. So I'm like, if
Hmm.
you want it, I feel as though it's gonna be kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know, adjust it for you, but then I can't do that, because it's just at that point you can't really do anything unless I like flatten the
Exactly.
files.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, okay, I like that. I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You
It's
have to
coming
look something to
together.
look. You have to look back at it.
Yeah.
I was too zoomed in for a long point. So
Yeah. That
so
looks
I
lovely.
think I like that one. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so fun.
I'm gonna keep these flowers for another time. So I'm gonna save this.
Nice. Someone is like, Peter said, would be cool to have some water drops running down from the fish to her face.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Oh, that's
That's
kind of fun.
different.
I
That's
know.
different.
Yeah, Katrina's like, Peter, that's a great idea. Maybe like a tear.
Oh, that's cute.
I know.
So I'm
Joyful
finished with
tears.
the Photoshop file, and I'm about to experiment with textures real quick.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
We'll go from there. I like to use the filter gallery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like people might think it's kind of like, like a cliche thing, because there's like so many different things. But honestly, when you realize how amazing it is, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
whoops, okay, I can't do that.
It's interesting because that's kind of like one of those things that you like when you first start using
Yeah,
Photoshop. Like
exactly.
you kind of play with all of them at first and kind of go wild, but
Like, oh my
then
god.
it's really cool. Yeah, once you like, I don't know, you revisit it, but do it in a like very interesting or unique way.
That was
It's like
me.
it could be cool.
That was me. I was like, it's like playing with textures. Like, I just so many different things you can do. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at
I
that.
know, and there's so many like adjustments too with each filter where you can, change the shape of it
Like,
or like the size of it
exactly.
and all that kind of fun stuff.
I love the green. It's like I'm also a photographer, so like I know people like those clean, sleek images. I like green.
Yeah,
Like,
green
I
has
like
this beautiful texture.
the one texture I use. I forget. Is it this one?
Ooh.
Oh, I think it's texturized. I think it'll be texturized. Or
Oh, that's so cool.
it's a glass.
Ooh.
Ocean.
Oh
There's so many.
The options, are endless.
I think it was Ultra Ripple is what I used. I think it was.
Ooh.
Yes, it was this one. This was the one I
effect.
used. Yes, this is the one I used.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Ocean Ripple. It's under Distort.
I like it.
So when it's like all the way, it's kind of like
wavy
with the magnitude.
It kind of makes sense too with like you know the fish there, and then like kind of the florals are a little like tropical, so it's like very kind of like ocean vibes.
Yeah, so for my floral being series, I added this at the end, which is why people thought it was a painting.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
But it wasn't. I said, "Oh my god,
you fooled them! You fooled them."
I really did. I did. I said, "Sorry, it's just
so interesting."
Photoshop.
Yeah, I know. There's so much that you can do, and it's so fascinating.
Like it just adds like the extra. It just adds like an extra emphasis to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the magnitudes can be small. I don't like it too big. Like,
yeah.
One.
As Isaiah says, ha ha ha, there are two kinds of designers, one who names their layers and one who doesn't.
There's no in between.
There's no.
I'm trying to be the one
you do it or you don't.
I forgot to duplicate it. Now I'm going to go back. I like to look at the before and afters.
Yeah.
So then I did that. Let's go back to Distort.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to try, but I think mostly for my client work, I do that because it's client work. I don't know. I feel like I have to do that for client work, even though it's still the same thing. It's just my file. Yeah. But for my work, I'm just so unconventional. It's like, all right, as y'all saw.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, she did not name her layers. Sorry. But I told you to call me out, so I'm glad. Thank you for that, because I'm learning.
It's okay. Yeah, we're all learning here.
I think I might do two, or one. I'll do one, and then size.
That's beautiful.
You see how like the fish blends in now more?
Yeah. That's the thing with like composites too. It's like it's almost you need some sort of texture to kind of like tie it all together in a way, you know.
I think the background is pretty with it too.
You should definitely check out Shaylin. I hosted artist, I think last week or the week before. Her name is Holly Rose Stones, and she has like kind of a similar vibe in the sense that she does these like weird she like crops like people's heads and puts them and like creates based on their personality like different elements around, and like it's very composite. And she's also kind of like you, where she like kind of lets things inspire each other and just kind of comes up with it. It's really cool. You should check her out.
That sounds amazing and right up my alley.
I might have to send her your work too to her, because I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
Like I love people who not necessarily do things similar to me, but like think like that same way.
Yeah. And it's all like kind of like identity and like this, personalities, and so it's super awesome.
I think I'm gonna do 6.
Cool.
So you can see before and after.
Sweet. Oh, Dimitri says I'm following you now on Instagram, Shay.
Oh yeah, I will check my notifications later.
Yes. Yeah, please follow her. Can you tell everyone your Instagram again?
My Instagram is at SMW all day.
Perfect.
So SMWALLDAY.
Perfect. Go follow her.
If you want to know what the SMW is, that is my initials.
Nice.
And then all day, because I'm just me all day.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, guys, just about 5 minutes left until we head over to Discord to review some of your challenges. So make sure that you're finishing up those and upload them to Discord.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Perfect. That's looking so good.
So then right here, you can now see, I'll zoom in, you see the before and after of the texture. So now it's like, not it's like, it looks.
Yeah.
Look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers beautiful.
Now. Like not only is the flowers texture, now her skin is.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
It's the little shift of the ripples.
Yes.
Like that right there. We're gonna
That's
save
so
that.
cool.
For picture. And then usually at the end, I go into my Lightroom and I like an extra like filter, which like basically kind of it just basically pushes out the colors and adds more contrast. And then after that, I'm usually finished.
That's amazing. Yeah, maybe we'll get to wrap some of that up a little bit after. If you want to, feel free to start in Lightroom, whatever you prefer. We have about 4 minutes, so.
Awesome.
But we'll get some time after the design feedback too to like wrap up some stuff. Oh, that photo is so cute.
Like that is so cute.
And are you using like the newer Lightroom?
Yes, I believe so.
How do you like that over Classic?
I feel like I like them both.
Yeah.
Like I think I was on Classic for so long when I had this one. I was like, I feel like I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Like it's like refreshing.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely really cool. I love the way it looks. But I guess, yeah, you know, what do people say? Old habits die hard. So like everything's I'm so used to Lightroom Classic.
Yeah, Lightroom Classic I used for so long.
I know.
Like I have my own presets and everything.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Do you make your own and like save them?
Yep. So like cool. I would probably use one to like put on here right now, but I'd rather start new.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And new. Oh, yeah.
Ugh, that looks so beautiful. I'm obsessed. And I like that there's kind of like this like little gradient to the background too. Like it gets darker at the bottom too. That's super cool.
Now that it's like one whole piece, everything I do will change the whole thing.
Yes. It's all like playing with sliders and seeing what effects.
I love when I get to the colors. That's when like like the temperatures. Like I really probably want more.
Oh yeah.
Your pink tints, light pink tints. The vibrance.
What would you say are like your favorite kind of tones or colors right now?
Right now, I like this. It's like I would call it like a vintage tone that I'm using. I don't know if you see my recent work. It's kind of like it's like a greenish orangish kind of tone, but very muted and bright. I've been using it a lot. So if you see like certain images look similar, it's because I've been using the same preset that I created.
Love that.
Whoa. I don't think I want it too saturated.
Yes.
Too saturated. Effects. Oh yeah, let me add a little. Maybe not. Maybe like 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like to sharpen just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. That's so fun.
Wow. I'm sorry. Every time I zoom
literally. In. Yeah.
Every time I zoom in, I'm like, whoa,
I know the details. It's so cool. Phyllis is asking, when using stock pieces, does one sign the piece? I don't know what he means, but
oh, like do I sign it like digitally?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't think I don't sign mine. I feel like people always tell me to add like a watermark to my pieces. When I was used to do it on editing apps, I used to do it a lot. Like I put like S&W in the corner.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, I just like it without it.
Yeah, it kind of like not ruins, but like it takes away from the piece.
Yeah, it's like now it's in the corner.
Yeah. Also, like if you're uploading it to Instagram, like you barely even see it usually. So it's
and I feel like that wouldn't stop people from doing what they want to do.
So. Like you'd have to put it like across the whole thing if you want
it's like a watermark.
Like then it'd be a kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Oh, Omar says amazing work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the replay too if you are just jumping on. And yeah, you can get to know Shaylin's process. But all right, I think we are ready to head over to Discord.
Yes,
and
I'm
review some
excited.
challenges. So
Yay.
let me share my screen real quick. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so the challenge for today was to use selection tools, blending modes, and shapes to cut out a transparent object and fill it with a magical concoction. And I don't know. Voodoo Val's always given us the funnest challenges, so I'm very excited. Let me scroll all the way down. I just refreshed it, so we'll just kind of work our way back. Ooh,
Ooh.
okay. So
I
this
need that
is
potion.
I know. Wow. Okay, this is so fun.
Yo, that is really cool. And first thing off the bat, the shadows at the bottom.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's a struggle for me, so that's amazing.
Yeah,
The
I know it really
detail,
is.
wow, and the blur from the back.
Uh-huh. I know. It's so fun. And I
Yo,
really
wow.
like the kind of water texture on here. I don't know if that
Yes,
was applied or was already there. It kind of looks like it was, but I mean it works here. I think it's so cool.
that's awesome. I feel like the
And
only thing I would,
uh-huh.
oh, you can go ahead. Oh, I was the only thing I would say, maybe like have the PS kind of like maybe like add more of the blue to it a little bit, just like a little bit. If you wanted to
Yeah.
like have it out more and like pop.
Yeah. Have it stand out a little more.
Yeah,
That's awesome. No, but this is really cool. And I love
that
that
is super.
the way that the lighting was added here, or like
Yeah.
the vignetting is really helping to like bring
Mhm.
it in to the middle of the
Yeah.
image and draw your eye in. But this is cool. I'm like, what would
That is
happen
so
if we
cool.
like drink this potion? Like,
It says
would we
take a
become
shot.
like Photoshop experts? If that's the case, I want one of these.
Like
No,
I
that's
would
awesome.
like a couple of those bottles.
Yes, exactly.
5 times supply would be great.
Yes,
Just let me.
exactly.
I'll take whatever price. It's okay.
Yes, Frank, please, send us, mail us some of these. That'd be great. I also really like the monochrome aspect about it.
Yes.
That it's all kind of this like magenta kind of tone. Um, and I think they
Very.
also did a really good job with like just the lighting on, hitting the top
Yes.
and like kind of being lighter up here and then darker as you get to the bottom.
Mhm.
That looks, yeah, it looks like it just was
Yeah.
always
That
there.
those water droplets really add like that extra
Yeah.
push to it. Cause like, it's like you
Hmm.
can tell it's cold. Like it's a good drink.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. No, I think this is great. I would love to see like kind of the before, just to see like what was kind of put together or like, you know, that kind of thing.
That's awesome.
But other than that, great job, Frank. That's really cool. Oh my
Like
god, yes. Black Becky was like, so if I drink your potion, I immediately get all the knowledge of Photoshop. Amazing. Okay, so this is from Black Becky, day 2.
awesome.
Ooh.
Now when
Okay.
did
So
you?
maybe everyone had the same kind of um
Okay.
like what do you call it? Assets. That's
I
super
like
fun.
that.
I like it too. I like this like
And the texture.
swirling motion.
Mhm.
I think that
Yeah, that's
definitely adds
really
to it.
good.
Yeah. So fun. And the textures too. They
Yeah, I
added
like how
all
like the
these like
contrast is good too for this one.
mm-hmm.
Only thing I would say, there's like a line in the middle by the cork, so you can see the background. I think there's you missed
Yes.
like one little race, but that's
Just
like an
one
easy
little, yeah, that's an easy one if you just go
fix.
back. Yeah, good point. That's a good
But yeah, good job
feedback.
with the contrast.
Yeah, I would also say maybe like just be careful with where you add the red because I'm
Yeah.
seeing some like bleeding here and like a little bit here. But other than that, that's all just like little minor adjustments.
Ooh, what would be cool if you wanted to like add like another red layer, but like a brighter one, and then like, add a
Uh-huh.
effect. You can make it glow like a glowing potion.
Yes. Yeah. That actually would be super cool. And I think that would, yeah. And you can play with blending modes as well for that too. Like
That'd be
add
like
another,
a screen mode.
yeah, or lighten or something, just kind of playing around with the blending modes. But I think this is great. I would say probably the only thing too is for me, it feels like the bottle's taking up so much of the frame. Like it
Oh
feels
yeah,
like it almost feels, I don't know, this is just me, but I like some breathing room when I look at, a project. So like maybe just like adding a little bit more on the
oh yeah,
more of the background. But other than that, I think that's great. And I
that's
just love
awesome.
this swirling motion. I wonder how they did that. Or like
Ooh,
if it's
maybe
just like a texture
they do
overlay.
have warp tool.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
with
that's
the
what I'm saying. I
brush.
wonder like how they like kind of
Um,
created that, or if it was already like just like an overlaid texture. But great job,
awesome.
Becky. Well, that looks awesome. Ooh, okay. So this
Ooh, that
one's
wine.
from, I know, right? Murvapur 01, Magical Potion with Voodoo Val. Ooh, okay. I like the use of a different glass too. It's kind of fun.
More like elegant potion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's this potion gonna do for us? um, super fun though. There's a lot of textures going on. I'm gonna kind of zoom in here real quick.
Yeah.
It
reminds me of like champagne, like the sizzle type thing.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Very different textures.
Yeah, it almost could pass for like sort of like, I don't know, like glitter. It's not as shiny, but like,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah. It's kind of fun too, this like texture back here.
that was like the poster effect.
Yeah. And it's kind of like also in here a little bit. So that's kind of cool that it's like going through the glass. So it's definitely like behind. So you're making that. Yeah. So it's like kind of, it makes sense.
At the top of the glass, like you can just trace the little pieces of the white on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Just like little details here and there just to kind of clean it up. You're right. Yeah.
That's why I was zooming to my images because I like to like get the little of the little just to be safe.
Exactly. Yeah. But this is awesome.
Yes.
I love it. Very cool. I would just keep playing with it, just little refinements and adjustments, and you're good to go. Cool. Thank you, Murvapur. Okay. I think this one was from yesterday's, but we'll take a look at some of them too. I actually don't know what the challenge was for yesterday, but might be to create ethereal objects. So this is cool.
It's really cool. Looks like a ghost.
I know. That's
I like
really fun.
glowing.
I know, me too. And I kind of love that like there's all these reflections.
Yeah, you can see the reflection of like the original. It's like, no,
Yeah.
this is what she actually looks like.
I know. I wonder how they created this. That's really neat. And I love the blue.
The hues are popping.
Yeah, I know, right? No, this is cool. I think you already had like a really great image to begin with, and like just adding this like kind of effect like really helps like make it super like eerie and like
ghost-like.
Yeah, or like I don't know, like some weird stuff is happening, like maybe she took some of that potion or something and started feeling all kinds of weird. This is cool though. Nice job. Yeah, thank you, EMX. Okay, so this is potion. Cool. This is from Gerard. Whoa. This took a whole different turn.
Graveyard in the back.
I know. I kind of
I like the different it's like it's not like a regular potion. It's like a
yeah. It kind of reminds me. Is there a cat's eye?
You see it?
Is it like here, the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. How did you catch that?
I don't even.
Yeah, it's a good eye. Yeah, you're right, because I can see the nose right here and then the eyes right here. Oh my gosh, that's good observation. I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of, did you ever watch Harry Potter?
I actually have not.
Oh my gosh, Shaylin, what are you doing? You need to.
There's so many.
It's so good. I know. You kind of need to do like a little marathon then. But it's so fascinating. But there's this one scene where there's like this kind of like cup crystal clear and there's a hand in it. So that kind of reminds me of like this a little bit.
Oh, cool.
No, but this is cool. It's very creepy and eerie. And I really enjoy how all the texture in the back shows up in the glass too. Like it's very well done.
This is one of those pieces you look at it for a little bit and then you see more because I think I see a face now.
I know, right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a face?
I know. And then is it like flames going on here or something? I don't really know. I'm like, there's so many things, like it looks really cool.
Interesting.
Really good job of like just kind of putting all these textures together and the face too. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, it looks like a face. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I like how it's like bright at the bottom too. Like the contrast is different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, like how many things can you like see in this image, and you like point it out.
For it.
That's awesome. No, I think this is great. I love the textures. I think the texture is done really well here.
Yeah, and that pop of red.
Yeah, super fun. Cool. Thank you, Jared. Okay, and then this is from MacMatt. It's kind of a whole different direction. I don't know if this is for a challenge previously or something, but very beautiful image. Beautiful portrait. I'm wondering though, did they like repeat this whole thing right here? Or is that supposed to be like how it is? I don't know.
Maybe the actual train tracks.
Yeah, maybe. It's interesting. Kind of looks repetitive, but it's cool. I like it. Nice tones. I love the color of the dress too.
I like how it's like bright at the back.
I'd be interested in seeing how this would look in a composition though, you know, like a cool,
yes,
even maybe like trying to do something like kind of like your headless.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. I was like, I would like to put there.
yeah, like maybe like a train horn or something, and then like
that would
smoke,
be cool.
you know,
the smoke,
or like just smoke. Actually, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I challenge you, MacMatt, to check, you know, play around with some composition stuff. I think it'll be fun. Super cool. Awesome. Oh, okay, there we go. Look at that. Updated version per your suggestion. Ooh, okay. See, this is where it's getting cool. I love this. That is
so cool. Right around Halloween season 2.
I know. This is perfect. Love it. I think this is, I wonder how they did that. Like how, like what are they using? Like what tools?
Maybe motion blur, but like I feel like it's so uncontrolled that it's like maybe not.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they do like motion blur, but then they like do transform tools to like kind of like fix it or like make it all kind of weird, you know? That's really cool. Good job, MacMatt. See, like we literally asked for it and it just showed up. Okay, this one's from Be Live, I believe. Magical Potion. Ooh, I like that. That's really cool. Ooh, let's get in here on these details.
It reminds me like watercolor.
I know, yeah, it kind of does, huh? Or like you know, like the color like smoke bombs.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But then also like kind of like crazy hardcore waves like crashing or something like here at the bottom in a way.
Yeah, like the motions like
yeah. This is cool. I would say probably, you know, just be careful about like when you're moving things. Like you can see like the glass kind of gets a little funky right here. So just watching out for those little like, you know, when you're pushing things and that kind of thing. I'm also curious about this like line here.
I think they were trying to like maybe make the actual like top of the glass, you know how like, but it's just the perspective's kind of off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just like work that in a little bit better, a little bit more. Yeah, or like remove it. I feel like that it could look cool like without the line too.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And I do like this kind of
like the bottom.
The bottom
it balances the colors.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, it's interesting because it's really moody back like down here, but then it's like very bright up here.
Different.
So, I'd be curious to see like what it would look like against like, you know, maybe taking some of this like lighter pink and make it here in the background, you know? So that'd be kind of fun. Super cool. Thank you, I believe. Ooh. Okay. Whoa. There's so much for this one. This one's from yesterday's. So this is kind of what they started out with.
Nice.
Very cool. And here's what they ended up with.
Ooh, I like that.
Super cool. Okay, do you see this texture though?
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, wow.
I love it.
It reminds me of like a poster from like like the 70s or something.
Yes, exactly. And I love that you use like a ballerina too, because that, you know, you always like think of ballerinas in motion all the time. So I think that was a really cool aspect about it. Yeah. Very cool. It's kind of like Yeah, all these have like this like kind of eerie, creepy vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for Halloween right now. Very
Unfolded.
cool.
Ooh, why is he
Uh-huh.
dancing?
Uh-huh. Sweet. Good job. This one's from Snow E. And then she also did, or they also did this one as well. Very fun.
That's nice.
Yeah. I like that they're using images where there's like perspective, like
Mm-hmm.
there's like
Yeah,
this, but then the motion kind of along with it.
different scenes too.
Mm-hmm,
Like a
mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
nice.
super cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for submitting to all these challenges. We had so much fun like going through them. Please feel
Yes.
free to keep submitting. Other people can jump in and give some feedback as well. But we saw a lot of really cool stuff. So thank you guys again so much. And, we're going to have challenges tomorrow as well. And, so make sure to tune in.
Yes.
All right. Shall we get back to you, Shaylin?
Awesome.
Cool. Cool. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right. Very beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah. So we've got about 10 minutes left. So whatever you want to show. You guys, if you have any last minute questions for Shaylin, please feel free to ask them in the chat.
Yes, if you have any questions, let me know. I would like to answer those.
Yes. Oh, Cody says very spooky. Yep. A lot of good Halloween stuff there. But I definitely want to drink that Photoshop drink, whatever potion thing. That was cool. That was legit.
I need a 12-pack of those.
Yeah, right? Or a lifetime supply, like you said.
Yes, lifetime.
Super fun. Oh, that's where you get really fun. Like all the color stuff. Oh, you get so specific. Ooh.
Yeah, I like the peach color.
That's beautiful.
Nice. Pretty.
Super fun. Shaylin, I have a question for you. Do you have any advice for anybody who's just starting out in like Photoshop or compositing or even in freelancing in general?
For Photoshop, I would definitely say experiment. Like that's like the one thing you can do, because I know there's tutorials, you can find tutorials, and like you can like basically piggyback over those. But like when you find your own like way of doing things, it's kind of like it's like your thing. So it's it becomes like a easier process in a sense. So like definitely experiment. Like don't like try to limit yourself.
Yeah.
And then for freelancing, I would say put yourself out there for sure. Like
by way of like showing your work and
like I feel like today we have like social media.
Yeah.
As in like, let me get like some water. But we have like social media, and like it's like an easy way to like showcase your artwork in a whole different like setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
so like
someone just mentioned Eric Suit. Today's my day one as full-time freelancer. That's so cute.
Yes.
Aww. He's like learning everything I can.
Yeah, I started freelancing kind of early, but I was never like committed to it. It was kind of like I'm gonna be a full-time, artist and graphic designer one day.
Yeah.
It was just like a process, and it was just like because I would get like projects like every like few months. But like this summer, like is when I really became a full-time artist and graphic designer.
Oh, congratulations, Shaylin.
Thank you. And it's
That's hard something work to be really proud of.
Like the hard work really pays off. Like I feel like that's why I'm so vocal when it comes to people like following their passions and living their dreams, because if you really work for it and you really like you can do it, just do it. Don't like try to think about the negativities. Don't think about like what if it doesn't work out. Think about what if it does work out. Like what if you do get that gig? What if you do like work with Nike, what if you do like have your own Adobe Live session,
Yeah.
It's like you never know, but that's the fun part. It's like it can happen if you want it to happen. You
If
just
you
gotta,
work hard, yeah,
yeah. Because
for
like I've been
sure.
doing this for so long, and like I feel like it recently kind of just started picking up finally.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like
a patience game sometimes. Like it
like
takes a while to build something up. So you just have to kind of
definitely.
stick with it and just, believe in yourself. Is there anything like, do you ever feel, I guess, or how do you deal with imposter syndrome if you do, or you know, if you ever come across those feelings or
What do you mean?
like imposter syndrome by like, when you see other people's work and you're kind of like, oh man, I wish I was at that point, or I wish I was this person
Oh,
or this.
that was me like a couple years ago, but now it's like it's kind of different now. Now it's like
Hmm.
I see you. I'm glad. Like I'm just so hyped to see other artists.
Doing
Like
well.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a kind of a motivation thing. It's like
Good. Yeah.
I feel like it's like more not more so of a comparison, but more so of like if they can do that, I can get
Then
there
you
too.
can. Yeah.
It's like
Absolutely. I
it's
love that. That's great.
yeah,
That's
it's
a good
like
way to see it.
so I feel like people may see me now because I know a lot of people on my Instagram they've been like with me since I was like on editing apps, and then a lot of them
Hmm.
like kind of like see me on my Instagram like
Yeah.
grow up in a
Yeah.
sense, especially my artwork. It's
Oh.
like when they like someone commented on my post yesterday, was like, "Wow, I've been like following you for so long, so to see you like this happening is like crazy." I'm like, thank you.
Oh, that's so nice.
So it's just like I think the fun part is the journey. Like
Yeah.
you just never
Absolutely.
know. Like what happened if I were to like stop Photoshop like 2 years ago? I wouldn't even.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even think about it because I don't even know.
Yeah, you're like,
Like
it's so.
it's just
Oh, okay. So Eric says, I was always a full time in house or agency design. This is my first time trying to freelance full time. Very nervous. Oh, it's
you got
totally
this.
normal to be nervous, but you got
Yeah,
this. Just stick with it. And a lot of it really is just kind of trial and error. You're not really going to know until you go through something. And then you just learn from those mistakes and you take that with
definitely.
you. Hmm.
Like even this summer like I kind of had like a different direction, like I had
Hmm.
like a realization like okay, I'm making artwork and like I know what I want to do, but like it's like do I really know what I want to do?
Hmm.
So then it was like a I kind of like retraced my steps and realized like so who's my audience, who I'm trying to
Yeah.
gravitate towards, who do I want to see my work to get to the next
Hmm.
level. And then I started
Yeah.
changing my hashtags, started tagging like different galleries and like things
Yeah.
like that. And then the results like it didn't come like the next day, but eventually it started actually
Yeah.
working. It's like you just like if something's not working, you just got to change it.
You just got to pivot. Totally.
Like it's all about the
Absolutely.
experience, about the journey. Like you just got to keep changing. If something's not working,
Hmm.
reflect on why is it working, and then see what you can do next to make it work.
I love that. That's great advice. Thanks, Shaylin.
It's all
Oh,
it's yeah.
Elsie says, super excited to work with you and the Arts and Culture Reimagined team.
Yes. Hi.
Oh, is that someone you know?
Yes.
Oh,
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
that's super cool.
Yes, I'm excited. Like I just love making art from people. Like I don't know. It's like it's just different. Like just to connect in a way because art is so
Hmm.
universal. So to connect
Yes.
with like a piece of artwork, it's like deeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Jared's in the chat. He says thanks. You're welcome for,
Yeah,
it
you
was,
got this.
yes. Thanks for submitting to the challenge, Jared. Super fun.
Is that green?
It's like, is there even any green in there?
Yeah, like I think about
I
the
wonder if it's a
yellow,
yellow. Yeah.
but like it is the yellow, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I guess that's the tough part about like when you're on that, it like affects everything that's yellow. You
Mm-hmm.
probably have to do like a local adjustment or something. Ooh. So fun. Oh, Andrew says this is gorgeous.
Thank you. Like,
Aw, and Heather says, just graduated as a 40-year-old. I raised babies first and then decided to go to school. While I am currently looking for a job, this is so helpful, and you guys are so encouraging. Thank you for this. Oh,
no problem.
Shaylin, you have
We're all
such
in this
good
together.
energy and like positivity too. Like you're so encouraging. So I'm
It's
sure a lot of
just,
people are.
yeah, that's awesome because it's just, all I do is spread positivity because it's just like you just have to like it's not like you have to,
Yeah.
but you just have to like
Yeah,
you
you
just
have to stay positive. For
Like
sure.
it's the best thing. Like your mindset is the start of everything. To start
Yeah.
your day, you like you start off on the wrong foot, your whole day is just gonna be something totally different. But if you start off in
Yeah.
the morning, saying like positive affirmations,
Yes.
doing something like maybe meditating, like I do sometimes,
Hmm.
like it changes your whole perspective of the whole day. You can't let one little thing affect your whole day. You have to keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, you guys. Well, I think we've come to the end, Shaylin.
Yes, I think I'm really done. I'm now I'm just playing, but I think I'm
Yeah.
really done.
Awesome. Well, you can definitely show us tomorrow, like the finished product too.
Awesome.
But time to wrap up. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure, if you want to watch the replay, that'll be available right after this. Shaylin is going to be working on another fun project tomorrow, so make sure to stick around. Yeah, thank you so much, Shaylin. And yeah, we'll see everyone
You for
tomorrow.
having me.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.